Hello, my hosts, and welcome to a Kerbal Space Program stream. Today, we are heading to do a rendezvous in orbit and hopefully get our spaceship down from that spot. So, let's go right into that. Let's get my wings out of the way. There we go. And that's the ship we want. Okay. Just our attitude. There we go. Let's fast forward. It's going to be a long burn for this one. Right. It's probably one where we can have a bit of a conversation. There we go. So, been having a bit of writer's block recently. Probably means I have to work on a different video and a different script. Perhaps on my... Oh, that looks really nice. 3, 2, 1. Burn. I am thinking that perhaps I'm going to have to be working on my script for Lovecraft. I'm also thinking I've got 90 minutes to burn, quite literally. I might as well spend it doing some writing as well. Seems to be a productive use of my time. Keep my eyes on that. There we go. And settings. I'm going to flip from gameplay, video display. Doesn't allow me to switch from full screen to... All I want to do is change from full screen to the other one. UI. Oh, hi, Omega V7. Omega V7. How are you? Right at the moment, I am doing pretty fine. There we go. Unfortunately, this is going to be a rather long burn. Anyway. Oh, okay. What do you intend to put on your second channel, as distinct from your stuff on your first channel? There we go. Fails. That makes sense. So everything on your main channel will be top-notch, excellent content. And your best attempts and everything like that. Yeah, that does make a kind of sense. Yeah. Alright. Stocks. Okay. A set of all sets. Flatten. What do you call it when you take all the subsets of a set? Oh, power set. Power set. Prove. God. Sorry, just taking a few notes on something I'm working on. Also, I have a craft called Subdoc, which is crewed craft and only does suborbital flights for Kerbals who want to go to space for the first time. Ah, one of the a tourism one. I did an uncrewed version of that, but actually almost completely unguided as well, using spin stabilization. And it basically, the idea being that rather than being controlled and having to waste space on crew members, you could just have it fly up and down and deploy the parachutes at the right time. And we are getting our we're heading this way, and we'll gradually adjust our orbit so it's more in line with this. So that is going excellent. It's going to be about a quarter of an hour, this burn. Hold on, I just remembered I can... That cuts it down from a quarter of an hour to an eighth of an hour. Forgot we can do time acceleration with the things, actually. Do a quick save. Let's risk it. Hopefully we won't get any issues with the Kraken like this. And there we go. Forgot that we actually can use time acceleration while flying. Also, a month ago, I made Sanar 118. The retired rocket was for geostationary satellites, but I retired it because it did not like it both first and second stages with SRBs. Okay. it's actually pretty aggressive to have SRBs as pure stages. There we go. Rather than having them as boosters. Okay. I'm gonna keep my eye there. Third stage is a vector engines. Right. That's a pretty neat design, in fact. There's a lot of the engines I seem to not use. I seem to basically stick to my favorites and ignore probably some of the better engines, honestly. There we go. That's going fine. Noticing my energy budget. And we'll be getting back to here. So about a minute's time. Oh, you mean the Bobcat? Okay. That's fair. Also a pretty good engine. Here we go. Got some really nice scenery as well. Always feels like we are moving according to the engines, but that's not the case. It's just our orbits shifting. There we go. And we've got a few seconds left. Let's slow ourselves down so I don't overshoot. Yeah. And we get how much? There we go. That made that a lot quicker. Put my hand on the thrust controls. Pull back very shortly. And let's see how well we go for getting ourselves rendezvousing. 17, 16, 12. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We've got almost matching on the inclination. Do we continue to correct the inclination? Yes, we do. -7. Actually, I don't want to... Probably actually want to get our orbits more aligned and fix up that. So let's add one here. Add a maneuver. So get the upper apsis down. Want to get it lined up time-wise as well. That's not too good. We're almost 180 degrees out. I think that means we probably want to kill that. Let's get rid of that thing there and do a little bit of fast forwarding. The idea is getting us at a time when these two are going to be closer together. And can we set the focus? No, we can't. And are we in a type of resonance? And so are these creeping closer together or further apart? See with the next orbit. Okay. Now we'll correct. So here. We'll put in a correction burn. Ah! With the atomic engines that fire off nukes? That style? And so bring them in closer. Ah, okay. Just adjusting ourselves. To set one. That's coming in. Right, that's going to... It's one of those ones where we gotta nudge everything a little bit. And you keep overshooting if you're too aggressive. Can we find a better... Okay. Just fine-tuning this as much as we can. Not sure if we can actually bring it back down any further than that. We've got it down to 80. 70. Oh, 40. Okay, this looks good. We're getting really into the neighbourhood now. Okay. I think that's really good. There we go. I'm going to just save this just in case. And then we'll... a 3-minute burn. What's that? That's 345 meters a second of delta V. That is still within our fuel budget, so I'm not overly concerned. And we'll start burning to really get our rendezvous in order. Okay. Wait, the Orin spacecraft Kerbalized version. Well, yeah, everything's Kerbalized. Okay. There you go. 30 seconds. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. There we go. Hopefully this will get us matching, at least matching positions, and then we can match velocities when we get to here. I think I'm going to save after this burn so that I can do I can retry our rendezvous. Yep. Oops, okay, there we go. Getting ourselves into our intersect. Keeping an eye on that. That is going down. Excellent. There we go. It's a weird effect that the maneuver node's not on the actual orbit, but that happens when you are doing change of plane maneuvers, which tend to be the most expensive, so really should have launched in the opposite direction, but you live and learn. Coming down. Looking at our fuel, that's perfectly Cool. And there we go. Okay. Down to 90 meters a second. Left on our maneuver. 44 seconds time. Here. Oops. A little bit of a drift. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill our relative velocity when we get to about that point. Relative is 145. We've got 100. Yeah, we've got plenty to do that. Ease back. That's perfect. Okay, let's save the game there. Let's tell it to point retro. Once we've done that, warp. And what we'll do, yeah, we're going to be zeroing out our relative velocities. I think we might even be able to see it soon. Not quite yet. Okay. There it is. So by killing our relative velocities, it means we'll be able to ease and drift closer. It's out by 18 kilometers. 17. Okay. So our orbits should be matching closer now. And what we can do is point ourselves towards it once we've scrubbed all of our differences. That's good. 30. So we're matching velocities now. 28. 20 meters a second. 4, 9. 10. 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so point ourselves towards it. We are currently drifting slightly towards the target. We want our velocity vectors to meet up. We go there. Like that. Oh. Behave. Fortunately, this is a mammoth of a ship. Okay. Right. Go go up slightly. That's good. And slightly to the right. Cool. And probably can adjust ourselves using RCS soon. But probably just stick ourselves pointing directly at it. Give a bit of a squirt. Take us up to about 5 meters a second. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, let's switch to docking mode controls. And which is the button to activate the RCS. That's it. Okay, there we go. Switch off the RCS. We fast forward slightly. And adjust ourselves. So we keep heading towards the target. There. While it says that our thing, let's check our monopropellant supplies. That is fine. We still are drifting towards it. All right. Let's go like that. And like that as well. Probably need a bit of a squirt like that, just to make sure. That's all good. And a slight adjustment to our heading. Right. There we go. Just keep adjusting ourselves. And like that. And we'll go like that as well. Up to 5 meters a second. What does that say? That says 7 kilometers. That's a lot closer than we are there. So fast walk to that spot. Time warp complete. Switch to rotation. Rotate up. We're slowly drifting away at the moment. So burning directly towards it, we'll correct that. There we go. Yeah. Oh. What you're doing. Right there. We are bringing the ships in to Rendezvous so we can dock them. Unfortunately, this is a massive whale of a ship and takes a lot of effort to do fine maneuvering. There we go. Do that. Basically, the way I am doing this docking is keeping an eye on the way that our velocity vectors drift and ensuring that we are always drifting towards our target. Yeah. All right. There we go. That. It says 4.5. Okay. That's in there. We are heading which way around the planet? Up there. Okay, that makes sense. $45. And we just lean ourselves along like that. And that will bring us in to getting a cool little rendezvous. There we go. Basically, this ship that's out there is going to go into the cargo bay of this ship. So that ship there is going into that cargo bay. Okay, 800 meters. Like that. 4, 3, 1. Okay. Let's save the game. Yes. That like that. So when we get to this point, we'll do another velocity match. And then probably a final docking time. Warp there. Switch on RCS. Oh, wrong way. So we are basically trying to get our velocities to meet up, and our relative velocities. So here it comes. Four, 3, okay. 2, 1. We have matching velocities. Cool. Save our here. Got plenty of molar propellant. Excellent. Now we're going to shift where we control things from. So control from there. Target here. Can do a fuel crossfeed into there. Control from there. Actually, wrong way. Fuel in there. Control from here. We then tell that to undock. I'll bring in these solar panels. That's all done. Okay. Set that hatch as the target. And turn ourselves around. Point directly at that ship. Oopsie daisy. Give a quick squirt of RCS. Now it's all about fine-tuning. Okay. Go. And so we are going to collide. It's now all a matter. Lights on there. Do I have any supporter lights? No, I don't. Okay. Let's get ourselves nice and close to the docking. Fortunately, once again, we are doing this at night. Oh, you. So we're going to have to shift a bit to that way. It's got to be above that slightly. Here we go. So we don't want to bump into the actual spacecraft. There. Oh, hi. Swing ourselves around. That is good. Let's kill that velocity again. Oh. Okay, cool. Wrong way. That's where we want to be. Let's see if we can get it pointing directly at it so I can... That's a little bit better. So I want to go going forward a bit. Oh, wrong way. Oh, I can fix that. Let's just match velocities again. There we go. That's all good and dandy. Set ourselves up to be drifting towards our target. Oopsie daisy. Fortunately, our orientation is slightly wrong, but we've got a few hundred meters to correct that. Okay. Okay. You like that. Switch off that because I don't want to alter our velocity while we are fixing our orientation. So nudging like that. And backwards a bit, just so I can see our friend. Here we go. Is sort of going well. Are we actually... We are actually heading away slowly. So... Here we go. Now we are going to be pointing at it soon. That's cool. So I can go... Squirt forward. That's cool. There we go. Sliding in closer and closer. It's perfectly understandable. Coming in. For the docking. And disable that. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. That was a good docking. That was the first time I tried that one. So, close these up. Whoopsie daisy. Actually, open this one for a second. Engine. Okay, that's disactivated. Close. Out of docking mode. Let's definitely save here. Switch off our lights. We don't need them. Now, can we get this safely back onto the planet is the question. Perhaps this Apple Apsis. Add a maneuver. Go. Retro, and we want to take this down to 40. That's pretty fine. Now we don't need all of that oxidizer that we've got there, so switch that off. Now we had a fuel drain. Is that the fuel drain? No, it's a shunt. Pretty sure I installed a fuel drain cap onto this thing so I could... Yeah, drain valve. Oxidizer. Yes. Drain away all the oxidizer. That's weird. Open these up. We might have to transfer some fuel. Or do we have to enable crossfeed? Okay, we've got crossfeed enabled. Oxidizer. And the drain valve. Drain mode part. Vessel. There. There goes all the oxidizer. That is cool and good. Okay. Get ourselves pointing in the direction of that. We'll close ourselves up. We have enough fuel to do our re-entry maneuver. That's excellent. Let's fast forward to that point. And start our re-entry burn. So. 10, 20 seconds. 14, 13, 12. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Hi Keys McGee's. How are you today? I hope you are well. We are just doing a re-entry burn to get this spaceship to start to land. The main concerns now is will our heat shield and parachutes survive? If so, then our ship should survive. There we go. And we are rapidly going down there. Ah, excellent. That is good. Yep, fingers crossed, toes crossed. Everything is crossed. Let's physics warp as well. There we go. Curious that the burn time seems to be going up. Now orbit velocity is going up as well. Oh, hold on. We have made a terrible mistake. Control from there. Let's see if we've got enough fuel to actually bring the orbit down. If we don't, that's not too much of a problem. We have a save. There we go. So 8, 700 kilometers, 600 kilometers, 5. It's getting really close. Oh, so close. Okay, let's revert to our most recent save. There we go. So, control from there. We set the control point in the wrong direction. Ah. Okay. What we can do is tell the computer where it's the controls from. And in here, there's a docking port. And I was controlling it from the docking port, but the docking port was pointing in the wrong direction. The docking port points towards the back of the spacecraft. So rather than telling the spacecraft to go slower, I was telling the spacecraft to go faster because I was pointing in the wrong direction. Okay. Oxidizer. Drain the thing. let's try that again. Add a maneuver. Bring that down to... oh, not that far down. There we go. I think that... and now we want to get this into the atmosphere, but not too deep. So I want to get it about 46. Hi, beam me up, Mr. Scott. So let's try this again. Make sure we are controlling from the right point this time. Okay, and we are pointing retrograde, so that will make us so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Retrograde burn. So if you look at this, this is the altitude of our closest encounter with the planet. Currently it's 300 kilometers. The atmosphere is 70 kilometers high. So if we take that down below the 70 kilometer mark, we will re-enter. So 200 kilometers, but we won't want to take it down too low, or otherwise we'll burn up. So normally getting around 40 kilometers up is the sweet spot. 100. Yes, there will be fire soon. 6. There we go. So, just waiting for that. 100 meters, 90 kilometers, 80, 70, easing up on the thrust. 6. Right, that's about where I feel comfortable. Right. So, next thing we're going to do, so we've got this fuel valve here. And we are going to drain all the fuel out of our systems, which makes the ship a lot lighter and will give us more margin of error when we are re-entering. So we're automatically turning into the atmosphere. Let's get ourselves facing upwards. Here we go. You can see heat shields are already starting to glow red. Okay. The fuel port's in vanilla. There we go. Oh, Not seeing any heat warnings on any of the other parts. That's good. It's just on the heat shield, which means it's doing its job. We are rapidly losing velocity, which is a lot better than what we had with the last re-entry. We are doing Mach 9.3. There we go. Pulling a couple of... There. It is a massive ship, but it had to be that big because it needed to recover the smaller ship inside it, basically. There are... 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 souls on board. There we go. Coming down to thing. Oh, actually, we are climbing out of the atmosphere now. So we might need to do two re-entries, depending on... Yeah, this is fine. As long as we don't burn up, a slight bounce is not an issue. It's not like we're going to run out of fuel. We have plenty of snacks on board. There we go. So we'll go up about there. And our axis is 83 Ks. Yep. 23. So I'm just waiting till this gets over 70. We can do a fast forward to the next re-entry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, for the astronauts, the issue with bouncing off is that they probably would run out of fuel, run out of food and oxygen before they are next able to re-enter. But thankfully, Kerbals are made of tougher stuff. What's this? Yep, they are having a really good time of it. Yep, that makes sense. And CO2, being overwhelmed with CO2 is not something you want to happen to yourself. Okay. There we go. Do you think taking moon pies... No. I think that is super cool. There we go. Interesting, all this hot air is not from air friction, it's actually from compression. The air's just being squeezed so hard that it's heating up. Yeah. Well, thankfully the return angle is something that they can fine-tune pretty easily. Well, if they have good piloting abilities and computer support and all that type of thing, rather than being controlled by a silly Vtuber. There we go. Alright. The other issue is this craft has a bit of a lift to it. There we go. On the other hand, that's very true. I can understand why some people might not trust him. There we go. This is coming down quite nicely. And once this drops below 70, we will be committed to the re-entry. There we go. I think personally, what would I take? I think I'd take sweet and sour chicken. I really have a preference for that. And the liquid would sort of like hold it together, I think. Yeah. There we go. Okay. We are going to re-enter. I've never had guinea pigs, but they say a lot of things taste like chicken. I think it's just because chicken doesn't have much of a flavour. So it's whatever thing. There we go. Right, I'm going to switch it to height over the terrain with the radar altimeter. Let's see if we can lose enough velocity before we end up inside the planet. There we go. Eyes open with fur. And there we go. We're on a completely ballistic trajectory now, or suborbital. Yeah. Now, continuing to lose velocity. That's good. Although we are high up in the atmosphere. What else are the snacks? I mean, actually just meat pies would be cool as well. Or sausage roll. Actually, sausage rolls would be too flaky with the pastry, I guess. Yeah. The altitude always sort of like flickers up and down. It's really weird. Yeah. I suppose you could make a sausage pie that's sort of like not as flaky. Okay. How did it turn out? I know tomatoes are pretty damn rugged. My grandpa used to grow tomatoes. They actually... The tomatoes would be useful if you're going for a long-term mission because they give all the nice acidic flavours and help with basically processing food for cooking. So they are now a key ingredient in a lot of modern foodstuffs. Okay. It's the problem with having such a big spaceship. Tomatoes deserve their reputation. Yeah. Peppers for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, peppers definitely. Both for flavour and they're actually a pretty good vegetable. Lots of nutrients. Yeah. Peppers. Yeah. Different places call peppers different things. So Australia calls peppers or bell peppers capsicum, and Americans call them bell peppers. Nope, no text to speech. It's just me and the stuff on the screen. There's no point really to have text-to-speech at the moment since I don't have super chats. I need a few more subscribers. Ooh. Coriander and... yeah, that too. You're going to crash into the moon for science. I have a friend who wants to destroy the moon. Actually, I know quite a few people who want to destroy the moon at some point, so it's... But, yeah, flying into the moon to generate a little bit of an earthquake and record it with technology to tell you what's inside the moon. Okay. This is our final re-entry. All those silences. Okay. We want to get below, I think, 100 meters a second at least, so we can deploy those chutes. The drogue chutes, which will slow us down even more. Why do I want wrong seats? No, I have not heard of the creep on the moon. There we go. I have a paint. Yeah. I think, like pioneers, I think mining... yeah, given the cost of stuff on the moon, or getting to the moon, But have to be something very... Oh, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I want to happen. At least we are losing velocity quickly. It's probably because of our center of mass problems. Are we overheating? No. That's cool. Right. This is not good. We are descending far too quickly. Okay. Well, at least we have a save. Yep, time control. So, what we are going to do is probably try that again next time, but with a more shallow angle, and attempt to slow ourselves down a bit more before we do the re-entry. However, before we do that, I think we have to call this stream to an end. So let's get to our main room. Thank you, everybody, for joining me in this stream. Thank you, everybody who is new and who has been active in chat and everything. And also everybody who is watching in the archives. Thank you, Yep, it's a new room. It's a fancy room. If you look at the background city, it's actually animated and goes through a day-night cycle, which is really cool. But so thank you, everybody, for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for Minecraft. See you then. Goodbye. And thank you.